Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Before we get started with the fishing report, I want to make sure all of you are aware of a great sale that we have beginning May 25th and it goes through May 29th, where all Rapala lures will be 20% off here at the store and also online at our website at dakotaangler.com. So again, perfect time to restock, great selection. You won't be disappointed, especially with the price. So again, make sure you take advantage of it May 25th to the 29th, 20% off all Rapala lures. Now, as far as the fishing report is concerned, a lot of guys went out this past weekend with it being free fishing weekend. And now with the Memorial Day weekend staring straight in our face, there's going to be even more people hitting the water. And the fish are cooperating in most areas, to say the least. Up in the Northeast, the lakes that produce walleyes included Waubay, Bitter, Dry Lake by Clark, also Blue Dog, Swan, Indian Springs, Big Stone, Minnewaska is a new one this spring, and then also Goose. And down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Thompson, Henry, Ponset, Whitewood, 81 Ponds, Madison, especially late afternoon and evening, North Island, and then also Vermilion. But at Vermilion, they're quite a bit small, but if you are fairly persistent, you may find a keeper or two. And then also Twin Lakes, and remember, Twin is the trophy lake. Now, what are guys doing to catch the walleyes? Nothing real special. A lot of jigs and live bait, to say the least, at this point in time. But a lot of people now are switching over to jigs and swim baits, and they're coming away with some really nice fish. The swim baits that they're using are, the walleye assassins. Some of the salmoplastics have worked really well, like the spiky shads. The Kytex, as you can see behind me, we have a great selection, a very supple and nice action type of plastic. Highly recommend that. And then also the Storm Largo shads have been working well. So again, you can see that the movement has been a little bit more towards artificial, maybe due to the middle issues around the area. But again, they're coming away with some really nice fish. The Missouri River continues to produce really nice fish. Speaking of that, especially in the Platte and Chamberlain areas, jigs and minnows, jigs and live bait seem to be doing the trick. Some guys are taking crawlers and pulling bottom bouncers with crawler harnesses, and then also crankbaits. The flicker shads and the Selma hornets and the shaky shads seem to be the best ones right now at this point in time. And then the crappie bite, as I said last week, as the lilacs bloom, so goes the crappie bite. And the lakes that are producing crappie right now has been Madison, Ponset, Thompson, Vermilion, and then also Scott Slough. Now, what are guys doing to catch the crappie? Nothing special. Jigs or a hook underneath the bobber with a minnow. Some other guys, and I hate to say it, we haven't talked about it in a while, especially up at Thompson, they're casting the shiny hiney and coming away with some really nice crappies, anywhere from 12.5 to 14 inches in length. So keep that in mind this upcoming week. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about bait care. Because no matter if you have a few minnows or a lot of minnows, you're going to want to take care of them because you spent money on them, and also they're a little bit hard to come by this year. So you need to make sure that you exercise proper bait care. And the way you can do that is making sure that you have an insulated bait container. We have ones from Frable as well as Engel that work very well. We also have them from Cool Bubbles that work very well. And they come in various price points. But the one thing that you're going to need to do, no matter what, is to have aeration. You need to keep that water cool, and you need to keep it aerated. And the way that you can do that is by having an aerator. Now, a lot of people have, for many, many years, have bought the battery-operated aerators where you use the D-cell batteries, and they work well, but again, you're going to continue to replace those batteries the more you use it. And then all of a sudden, a few companies have come out with their own lithium battery type of aerators. Well, they'll last a little bit longer, and they're also rechargeable, but they're also a little bit more expensive. Well, we just got a new one on the market right now. This is made by Rebel. That's what you see right there. That's an aerator. It's a lithium aerator. It works really well. It recharges. You can also plug it in. You don't have to have an adapter. So all you do is slide this bar and it retracts the prongs, and then you can plug it in and you can run it right off of that. So again, you can do that. You can also, it has a light. There's aeration. Push it again, and now you have a light. So all this comes in one container for only $24.99. It's a great addition for any bait container that you have because, again, it's nice and compact. It's made to go with the Rebel styrofoam bait coolers, but it can be used on any container that you have. There's not another one on the market that is all self-contained like I just showed you right here. So, again, this is the Rebel aerator. $24.99 right here at the store at Dakota Angler, or you can also check it out online at dakotaangler.com. But remember, there's nothing more important when it comes to bait than proper aeration and keeping the water cold. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And a reminder, folks, that before we end this week's report, I want to make sure that you mark it down on your calendars. May 25th through the 29th, all Rapala lures will be 20% off here at the store or online at dakotaangler.com. You don't want to miss this opportunity to restock at a great price. So again, 20% off all Rapala lures between May 25th and the 29th, online as well as here at the store. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. And again, thanks for watching, folks. I greatly appreciate it. Stay healthy and stay safe.